Support for this podcast comes from the patrons at patreon.com/FMLFPL. Okay, look at FMLFWC. This is Alon.
This Walsh.
This is Nate.
Dude, it's hard to say FWC. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, I actually didn't prepare for it, but I got ready for it last second. Just here we are, man.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't great, but not terrible. Yeah, I have to get used to it. So, this is going to be mostly a World Cup pod, a little bit of Game Week 16 pod, but Nate and I saw 2 out of 10 matches in our Vegas
1.5
Expeditions. Yeah, I had alarms set for this, but missed.
Yeah, we're
everything.
gonna wake up at 6:30 in Vegas.
No.
Going to sleep at 3:30.
Yeah, no. I mean, spoiler alert, we were awake for the leak, obviously, as expected. So, but I don't know. Quickly, how'd you do, Walsh? It wasn't pretty, right?
I didn't even have the page open until you started talking about it.
I thought we were just saying, how'd we do? And
Yeah, badly, don't care. Let's talk about World Cup.
Same.
I did great.
Yeah, Nate's actually flying. No bullshit.
But I don't care.
He has Darwin, he has Foden, etc. Maybe they're World Cup picks. But I should do the league updates because they did win mugs.
Yeah, go for it.
So 3 mug winners for November so far. David Rowe, Darylyn Diggers, Kjell Holmberg in second, Smith Rowe v. Wade. And then third is Lightus, a.k.a. Corona taking quickly, which is pretty good too. And then shout out to the leader of the public league, Rohan Kandel, a.k.a. Eggs and Cash Browns, which is a thing. So good job by him. And yeah, man, I don't know. First World Cup pod. It's been 4 years. What's up?
U.S. is in the World Cup.
USA is live.
We have some rooting interest.
Yeah. Got the kit. Yeah, besides fantasy. How you feel about it, Walsh?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to watch the games. What few games I'll be able to watch. The time zones shit's bad for LA, but I guess we should start with just the obvious Qatar nightmare situation of Qatar. Where do you guys want to go with that conversation?
Yeah, it's disgusting and it's disgraceful. And obviously, I mean, I feel like listeners of the pod know where we stand on all this, but it should be made clear that we're definitely opposed to everything that Qatar is doing and everything that FIFA is doing. And yeah, it's horrible. I don't know what else to say,
Well, at least Sepp Blatter came out against
Yeah, he's our moral compass.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought about it.
It wasn't even more. That was my favorite part of that, was that it wasn't a moral argument. It was that the country is just too small.
I mean, it was an
infrastructure-based argument. I feel the other thing, too, about this is, to me, FIFA is getting somehow, I feel like, not enough criticism.
Yes, absolutely.
I feel like that Qatar is getting thrown under the bus for, they have their inter-country politics and societal values and whatever. I don't give a fuck, whatever they are. Yeah. But it's, FIFA did this to us. Now, Qatar is just existing. They're just doing the same thing they've always been doing.
They just dangled the money out there, and FIFA were like, yes, give me all of that. I will take all of it.
I don't care. Give it to me.
Whatever you say. Buy our fucking planes. I'll vote for you, whatever it takes, boom. Yeah, no, it's a FIFA issue, big time. But maybe after this one, since they're going to get so much shit, maybe it won't. Maybe theoretically, the next one could be in the U.S. I think they're in the running. Maybe we'll go on a good run of countries that don't do really fucked up shit.
I don't know. The sad part of it is that if the money doesn't change, like the money talks, and if everybody just watches and
that's the thing.
Advertisers still pay. They don't get any real effect.
Yeah.
Then why would they change it?
Right.
All they give a shit.
Right.
I mean, if you don't think that 2030 is in North Korea, you're fucking out of touch.
Well, that was.
reality.
Did you guys see those amazing photos of Sepp Blatter with like the raining money, kind of like our background right here, with like the money raining over him? Did you guys see that? Like, that was a real thing. Like a protester went to like a Sepp Blatter press conference or something. Some like, oh yeah, sorry.
Was he at a strip club?
No, I mean he should have been, but and this guy just like stood up and was like, "Oh, Sepp, like 2030 World Cup, North Korea, like here's the money, like we agreed," and like hand him fake stacks of huge cash and then like threw them in the air, and all the journalists were just like snapping pics of him and shit. So it was like, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. That's definitely in play. But I
mean, he probably wants intercontinental ballistic missiles more than just like some briefcases of money at this point, right?
Yeah.
North Korea, dude, that's going to be the bid. That North Korea is winning the bid. What are the odds on that? Go downstairs to win. Give me the odds.
Yeah. We'll go.
Get me some fucking odds on North Korea.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think I'm supposed to say a fucking thing. Well, I'll look it up while we're talking about other stuff. But let's talk about fantasy, right?
All right.
So what are we gonna do? Groups? Group by group?
Well, wait, hang on. We have to start with the rules.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Please, can you actually do this? Because I actually looked at them today and I was like, wait, it's 60 points? It's fucking 60 minutes? Or Jeff said, Walsh, please explain the rules of Fantasy World Cup Test monsoons. And then Side said, what are the differences in the rules? Like, I feel like you know this probably, and we don't know this.
Dude,
don't know the rules at all.
I definitely do not know this. So one thing that I do know for a fact is that they are actively changing the rules as days are passing.
Oh, that's cool.
Like when I checked the rules a few days, like maybe 5 days ago, there were categories for points that were not present that are now present.
Awesome.
So these are some differences, okay?
Okay.
Defender goal, 7 points. We had that. Before, the clean sheets were 4 for defenders. Now they're 5. Clean sheets for goalies are 5. The difference for goals conceded for goalies and defenders, typically, right, you lose your clean, gone. 2 goals conceded, minus a point. For this game, every single goal conceded is just -1. So if you give up 6 goals, it's -6.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's what it says. Each additional goal conceded.
2 goals is -1.
No. Incorrect. Every goal conceded is -1. So your first goal conceded is nothing, and the clean sheet is not available. And then it's just minus. So that's just so if you're punting on
you can't go Matt Ryan with 1 T. You just can't. No. It's not worth. Yeah.
You could get -5.
Can we get the under on points, like total points for the game?
Yeah, honestly. Fucking hell.
I don't know.
Matt Ryan?
I don't know.
That's insane.
The points for minutes and appearances is just, you need a PhD in English to understand the rules of this. But it says appearance 60 minutes or more is 1 point.
Yeah.
Which presumes that if you make an appearance for less than that, it's just nothing. So if you get a bench cameo, I think you just don't get a point.
You get a 0-pointer.
Yeah, and you don't get 2 points for 90 minutes. Like, it's not like you get 0 to 59. You just get 1 point. That's it. So if you play, you have to play 60 minutes or more. You get 1 point.
Get any
this
points.
game, like,
yeah,
for people who
it's good. It's really good.
It's really good. For people who haven't signed up yet, it's like, well, first of all, Cameroon, still no players on their team. But
that's not true. They have 2 goalkeepers.
They have 2 keepers. My bad. And then every player that Nate and I were talking about today, we were just like, oh, like Rafael Leao, like whoever the fuck, anyone. Name any cool young guy. Yeah, it's just like, oh, not in the fucking game.
The goalkeeper on Croatia.
Yeah,
not in the game.
Goalkeeper in fucking Netherlands.
Netherlands start. Neither goalkeeper is called up that they have.
There's no one in the game. Like, they're just not updating when the rosters come out. They're just not updating the game.
Well, it's only been a week. I mean, if we thought FPL intern towers were slow to the uptake, this is, something else.
They didn't get enough money from Qatar in the end, because if they had enough money, they'd have a team working on it. Would have been better.
I guess so.
Could be a better game.
So back to the point.
That's definitely where the money's good.
There were for every 3 tackles for a midfielder is plus 1 point. That was there last week. They added every 2 key passes.
Yeah,
is plus
I saw that today.
That's new. That's within the last few days. I don't know exactly when, but that's a new thing.
Gotcha.
Then forwards get 5 points for a goal, just like midfielders. So that's a big difference than what we're used to.
That's
and then
huge.
For every 2,
for every 2
shots on target, they get a point forward. So
dude, this game, it's just
weird
like,
because I know it's
why defenders
so
don't
it's like
get
basically
any
what
extra things. They don't get tackles
if they don't
or
get a
recoveries
goal,
or whatever. They need a goal, an assist, or a clean, or they're fucked. It's like bad.
it's just damage limitation from defenders.
Yeah.
But I think the weird like tension point from the scoring system is that for forwards, right? Obviously, shots on target, good. You want dongers, fine. But for midfielders, it's like they give extra points for creativity, but they give no extra points for any type of shooting actions.
Yeah.
Other than the goal. So you get extra points if you're tackling or creating key passes, and then just the goal. But there's no like other category for any type of.
Yeah, it makes like out of position worse, right? Like we were playing with like Bergwijn,
sort of.
Like the reason you would go for him is like because he's 7 million and plays forward, but he doesn't actually get shots on target stuff, and he's probably not going to get many tackles. He's a fucking forward
or key passes.
Yeah, or key passes.
So if he's not bracing, you're
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's really weird and bad.
So
you want?
So I saved the best for last.
Oh, okay. Go for it. What is it? What is it?
Are you ready for this one?
Ready.
All right. So our good friend Rory on Discord alerted me, and I think the universe of this captain. Okay, you ready for this? I'm going to read this just from
verbatim.
The website.
Yeah, go for it.
For each, pay attention. You have to. This is like this is the verbal SATs.
I have it open so I can read along with you.
Good. It's listening and
really
reading
hard.
comprehension. Yeah. For each match day, you must select a captain who will score double points for your team.
Huge.
Fair enough. Got that. You will be able to change your captain by pressing the captain icon available in the player's. Got it. That's how you do it. You're changing it. You can change your captain an unlimited amount of times as long as the new selected captain is yet to play in the current match day. Makes sense. You can just switch it however many times you want, as long as the new captain didn't already play. You can't go back in time and put it on someone who got 10. But even on the same
match day, you can change it. That's what it's saying, right?
That's what that sounds like.
It could be.
Because like if you have Mbappe, Messi, they play the same day. So in Champions League fantasy, you'd only be able to captain one of them. In this,
it could be.
Based off that sentence, it sounds like you could cap both. Or,
That's
switch.
Possible.
Switch. Yeah, okay. Go on.
Final segment. Once your captain has played in the match day, you are able to change your captain once more for another player who is yet to play. I'm going to read that one more time. Once your captain has played in the match day, you are able to change your captain once more for another player who is yet to play. If you choose to change your previous captain, you lose the double points. Your new captain gets double. This could mean that you can only captain 2 players in a match day.
Right. You can only change once more.
Once. Only one change.
You can change your captain an unlimited amount of times one time.
Yes.
Just someone who hasn't played
just
yet.
to clear that up, yeah. Good.
So how about that?
That's really, really crazy.
So we just don't know, I think. Like so if you captain...
that I'm interpreting this, is you can only change once on the same match day, and you can change unlimited times in the match week, or whatever the fuck. I don't know the verbiage that they use. Game week. You can change unlimited times. I don't know. Because match day
we get
means
more.
game
So you're
week.
reading this as in
match day, I think means game week. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
But by your interpretation, then we get like 10 captains because we can do 2 per day.
Right.
That's insane.
Yeah. No, that
But what
doesn't
I'm
make
saying
that
is
much
you
sense.
can only pick 2. You might only be able to pick 2.
Once more.
So if you pick Purvis once more, and then you change it to someone else, you're stuck. That's it.
Yeah.
That you can't change. You can't roll anymore.
That's really crazy.
Are we having fun yet?
I don't know what to make of this. My whole world is flipped upside down.
All right. So this is either going to be...
So we basically have no idea what the rules are. Good pod.
They will probably change.
A huge difference from what we're all doing. Oh my God.
Yeah. It changes everything.
Everything.
This is such a good episode.
It's good.
we're really prepared.
I'm glad we're podcasting.
Yeah, I got so much sleep and I'm so prepared and good. So anyway, yeah, good shit.
Okay.
The thing that I was supposed to say in red bold letters, it said required to state at the start of your recording session from Blue Wire Studios at Wynn Las Vegas. So I'm just gonna say it now because I already blew it. Maybe I'll move it. Maybe I'll put it at the beginning, but I'm gonna say it now. So shout out to the Blue Wire people. Shout out to Wynn, Nate and I live in Vegas. Fucking sick. Shout out to Brian, Yomi, Brittany. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, we've been here for 4 days. Yeah. Barely left the building.
We've been here for so many hours. Way more hours than days. Not a lot of us sleep, I don't know. Let's start with Group A, man. Now that we know that we don't know how the scoring works, let's talk about all the teams and players that we're choosing and not choosing for our fantasy team.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I guess let's just start with Netherlands. Like there's going to be 1 or 2 teams in every group where we're like not considering any of their players. So Netherlands, really good, great fixtures, should easily win the group pretty unanimously. Who do you guys like from Netherlands? Who's in the team?
Well, this Dumfries news is really throwing me for a loop. He was nailed on. He was like first guy.
Clicked. Yeah, me too.
Other than that, Gakpo, he's been in there from the beginning for me. I'm not sure if that's a good usage of the forward spot.
How much is he?
7.5 or 7?
Oh, it's super cheap, and he should be the one behind 2 in there. It's 3-1-2.
Yeah.
Well, what about with Memphis out?
Well, now the latest thing I saw is that he's now in full training.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if he is out.
As far as I understand, I think Depay he'll make the first.
Yeah, he just hasn't played all season.
The team's going to be really good, I think, regardless of. But yeah, it is Gakpo and Bergwijn. It's definitely less inspiring. I don't know,
especially without Dumfries.
Yeah, and without.
We need more info. It seems bad, but I do love the team, and LVG is a meme for a lot of reasons, but he's also probably the best manager in the tournament, like him and Luis Enrique. He knows what the fuck he's doing. They waltz through qualifying. I think they haven't lost a game since LVG took over. They were incredible in the Euros too until they got kind of upset in the knockouts. They were just destroying everyone. Genie and Dumfries, etc. Everyone had triple up by the end of the group stage. So, I really want pieces of them, but it's just hard to find where. The Gakpo at forward is weird because he's basically playing the Genie position. He's going to play behind the 2 strikers.
But they classified so many forwards that are not.
Yeah. So based on the fucking aforementioned scoring system that we don't even know how it works, I don't know how many shots on target he's going to get.
But he does shoot a lot. At least at PSV, he shoots.
I know, but it depends how much work, I guess, is demanded of him to track back. But if he was a mid, yeah, he's probably going to get a lot of key passes and tackles. He'd be so much better as a mid.
Really?
Probably.
He's not that kind of player, though. And
I just think he'll have to do some of that stuff.
He's a wide forward. That's
I think you might be underestimating teams they're playing. This group is, to say it's soft is generous. They're playing the home team.
Well, Qatar,
Ecuador.
Yeah,
and
whenever
Senegal.
Your pot 1 is Qatar, it's a bad group. Yeah.
So, I think it is similar to what you guys are saying. It's you want pieces because they have really good fixtures, but I do think it's difficult to find actual good picks within the team because, if Dumbest Fry is hurt and, there are questions around Depay, who's obviously a really good option if he was playing at 8.5.
If he's fit, he's a great pick.
Yeah, if he's fit, he's underpriced by millions.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's 8.5. That's an absurd pricing. But we've talked about Bergwijn a little bit. He's only 7 million, which is there aren't a ton of midfielders in that mid-priced region in the 6.5 to 8 million region.
Yeah.
He's definitely a name to consider. It seems like he's going to play.
Well, is he hurt?
I don't know.
By being classed as a midfielder based on the rules that we don't understand?
Yeah, it's it's also like, how much does that fucking matter? You know, it's a balance with that, because it's like, if he's scoring goals, I don't fucking care if he's like keep passing and
team in the group.
Yeah. It's so.
I think the difference, but I think he is very much hurt though, because I think you're comparing him to other creative midfielders. Like, if he doesn't score goals,
he's useless.
That's a big problem. But
he's useless.
Yeah, like if Eriksen doesn't score goals, he could still get 6 points with a clean sheet and
or
4
De Jong,
key passes,
and
you don't rotate him out of your, you don't like, flip him out.
Yeah, just any guy who's just on like set pieces and corners. Like, a key pass is useless. Like, it could be the shittiest shot ever. That's a key pass. Any fucking bullshit header on a corner is a key pass. So like you can just like rack them up on a blank.
Yeah. So like I think. So, I mean, with that, it's going to be difficult, like knowing nothing and how they're counting these things. Because sometimes, like, we looked at the recovered ball things when that started to be introduced, and we're like, okay, like, what are they going to get? Like 3 a game? And then all of a sudden we see center backs getting 15,
you know? In Champions League, it's like crazy how that works.
So, like, based on how they count them, you know, we could be seeing players getting a lot of key passes. You know, Eriksen, Modric, you know, those types of players who maybe we do want to prioritize over. Or like De Bruyne, right? He's obviously, you know, advantage from this. Like, prioritize them over players like Bergwijn, maybe.
Right. Yeah, it's an interesting. Yeah, this is Gub's question. He was like, "Who are your picks from Netherlands? I really want to get 3, but I don't know if their squad is all that. I just don't know if the group is shit." Or no, he said, "I just know their group is shit." So yeah, I mean, it's the same problem. I do like Gakpo is maybe a guy that we need to like look more into. Because like he's a guy that everyone talks about. I've barely ever seen him kick a ball, but
I've watched 2 games.
Tell me about
290.
him. Tell me about him.
He's a big, rangy wide forward.
Yeah,
his creativity's gotten a lot better in the last, which is why he's been slotted into this role. But I think it's not really like a number 10 creator role. It's like physicality, pressing, and running. He's fast and he can finish off the left-hand side very well. So I don't know. I still think he's a good option. I think the team is really good. I mean, the midfield's going to be amazing no matter what they do.
Yeah, I mean, I really like
De Jong, Simons, whoever gets in there. They're all fucking, and they're a lot better than everyone in the group. Although Senegal might be tough if they're missing Depay. We might end up getting nothing out of it.
Yeah.
Attack wise.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a good clean fixture.
There's very few teams.
Yeah.
As far as I know, and I'm not like done looking shit up and like reading about stuff, but as far as I know, there's very few teams where it's like, oh, this team is just fucking Leeds and they can concede 5 any game.
Yeah.
Like most national teams are just like, yeah, Iran sucks, but like they're a fucking triple-decker bus, and it's really hard to score against them.
It's hard too. It's not going to be easy. I mean, the player quality is very low, but they're going to be an organized team. They play together all the time. They all play in the same league. And they're from like 2 different teams.
Yeah, we know what the home teams can do too. I mean, maybe Russia was probably fucking juicing a little bit, but like, hey, come on. Forget about it. But, you know, fucking they overperform like crazy. They beat fucking everyone. They
always tend to overperform in these kinds
That's
of
what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they have Zuba and shit. I mean, Qatar, come on.
Dude, Almoez Ali, I still want him in the team.
4 or 5. Not having this guy.
4 or 5 Pookie, dude.
Nah.
You're so annoying. Fuck off.
Takes every box. No, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Bergwijn, that is a good point you made. Like, compared to, you know, I threw Ziyech in when I was just fucking around earlier today. Like, fucking Ziyech.
I thought that was just to throw me a bone or something.
Well, it's a little, it can be both, you know. But, you know, so... I don't know, Netherlands. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, Tadic has to be in the team.
Yeah. But without Mitrovic, though, I don't know. But, okay, well, hang on a second. We have to fucking focus right now.
Yeah, this is going to be a 10-hour
What are we doing with this podcast?
This is going to be a 10-hour pod.
Should we just talk about, like, the best team and then kind of go quickly over, like, budget picks on the rest of the group?
Yeah, that sounds good.
How do you want to do it?
Yeah, because honestly, like, between Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, like, I don't have that much to say that's fantasy relevant, even though the teams are kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know, Nate. I think you have some stuff.
No, not really. Okay. I mean, they're all like fine. They're all going to be defensive. If we have like a if there's a 4 million defender that's comes to light for Senegal, I'm interested, but that's about it.
Yeah, the Qatar questions. Yeah, go ahead.
The other thing that I think is interesting, because we were all, we want a player in that first Qatar-Ecuador game because we could just fucking free hit a captain there. If that's false and we do that, and then we burn one of our 2 captain picks on
entire fucking thing. Yeah.
On fucking Purvis or like the goalkeeper for
the Qatari
Qatar.
Goalkeeper, yeah.
So we need to
clarify things before that. Yeah, because also you're like, I didn't know the rules, but we got questions from Jitterbug and X50 about like, should we get like a 3 million Qatari defender because they play the first game? Well, it's like, I don't know. If they concede 4 goals, they're going to get a -4. Like they're bad,
but still sub them out.
Yeah. I mean, that's the point. That's the point of the question. You just sub them out. So I think there is some truth to like, doesn't really matter, because they play first every week.
It's a low cost.
It's very low cost. I guess my question would just be like,
Ecuador.
What does it get you? But that's to each team.
I do like Ecuador. I think that they could get out of this group. Like if I bet money on the second team, it would be them and not Senegal.
Well, because no Mane. Like with Mane, I would think Senegal. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Ecuador, they have some decent players on that team.
Yeah, they do.
And I feel like they play well generally.
They're good. They were really good at qualifying too.
I like them. I like them.
They're good. I like them too. Yeah, Balski said is enter Valencia the first name on the team sheet because we get the extra captain on Sunday night. But joke's on you, Balf. We don't know. We actually don't know the rules. X50 said, should we be getting Qatar's penalty taker, whoever the fuck that is, because of corruption?
That's valid.
Corruption is
that is
real high. Almo Azali back in the team. I've been trying to say. Get in. Should we move on here?
Yeah, let's go to B.
Let's go to B. So who's even in B? Who's got it up?
That's the rivalry group.
Oh,
England, Wales,
England,
US,
our group.
Oh, God.
There are a lot of really exciting and enticing storylines. We have a lot of Revolutionary War history. We have counties, continental history. There's a lot of
England's been at war with everyone in the group.
Yeah. Fact. The trifecta.
We've sort of been at war with everyone in the group.
Yeah, that's basically.
Not Wales.
Openly
not Wales.
or covertly.
Not Wales.
Has Wales not been part of England at some point?
Oh, probably, yeah. Yeah, we're probably
I don't know. I'm not a Saxon history expert.
This group is just
so I want to hear Nate.
Kind of a nightmare, but yeah, let's kick it a Nate for the.
I want Nate to just take it away. We got a U.S. section.
Yeah, U.S. men's national.
You got the jersey. You got the kit on.
Yeah, but I'm a poser, dude. This is from like 10 years ago. Are you kidding me? I haven't watched a game in so long.
I mean, honestly, I don't think there's much fantasy interest in this group. It's going to be really defensive. Every team is defensive. Basically, every team wants to counterattack. These games might be really bad. The U.S. is, I mean, anybody could, there's just going to be a tons of draws, low scoring games. Yeah. I mean, defenders, I love Trips. That's going to be a good pick.
Yeah.
Matt Turner is a good, cheap goalkeeper option. I mean, honestly, it's not that inspiring to me. It's an exciting, storyline, but
yeah,
if England had a better coach or a more progressive coach, maybe it'd be. They're gonna in a lot of their games. They're gonna be, they're gonna have to take the initiative, and
they don't
know how to do that. So it's not gonna be pretty. Wales is like the most counterattacking team in the tournament, probably.
Yeah,
pure. Low passing and direct attacks. I mean, obviously, I'm a pessimist, so I'm not going to back the U. They could be good. I mean, we talked about McKennie a little bit earlier. It's
what is happening right now?
What?
Nate, get your fucking yank hat on and let's go.
Who's in your team? Who's in your team?
Make the case that we're good. Can you just humor me or humor the listeners?
Yeah, what's the world where we're good?
US.
Can we get out of the group?
We should be defensively solid. The midfield I like, and they're all healthy. This is the most healthy that the U.S. team has been, and it's also talent-wise the most talented team we've had ever. Maybe.
Can you put some names
in our lifetime?
Can you put some names out here? Pretend that I don't know anyone besides Pulisic on the U.S.
You know Tyler Adams.
Which isn't
you know
that
Tyler
far
Adams.
You know Tyler Adams. He plays on Leeds.
Yeah, Ty Adams.
You know Brendan Aronson. They play together. I would like him to start right wing. I don't know if he will, but McKennie and Yunus Musa, which should be
what is a
three-man
Yunus
midfield.
Musa?
A Yunus Musa.
That's a 3-man midfield right there. It's those three.
Valencia, number 8. He's like a dribbly ball progressor. He's getting a lot of hype these days.
Yeah, Liverpool rumors. Yeah,
Arsenal rumors.
Oh wow.
Well,
and he knows
McKennie,
from the
you know McKennie too.
Yeah.
He's on Juve. He scores goals. Yeah.
I know all these players.
I don't know. No, McKennie could be our leading goal scorer.
What?
Yeah, easily.
How?
He's got a good shot. He's got a good long range shot. He's good in the air, and his late runs are like his thing. Like he makes that's what he does for Juve too.
He's doing 8. Is he just going to be doing
very
8
box
stuff,
to box?
He's crash the box guy.
Yeah. Adams is gonna just run around doing Conte things back there, and McKennie is the guy to have the energy and make those runs forward and be really aggressive. Musa also can do that stuff, but he's a little bit more. He'll stay a little bit deep. And Pulisic, you never know what you're gonna get. He's so talented, but he's so fucking in. It's very frustrating. And I honestly have no idea who's going to start up top. I assume it's going to be Jesus Ferreira or Jesus Ferreira. He's not Portuguese. Or Josh Sargent. Who's, the legend, Premier League legend.
Aronson falls behind.
But Sargent, who has been killing it in the championship. But but at right wing.
Yeah. Yeah,
but he has been scoring goals.
Tons of goals. Like, in terms of fantasy picks, I agree with Nate. This group is just so bad. I mean, we should all probably have multiple like England defenders, but like, who wants that?
It's not fun.
Yeah, U.S. keepers, cool. Maybe we've been on bail this whole time, but yeah, it's gonna be a fucking horrible group.
We talked about this a few days ago. Like when England announced their squad, it's like so frustrating to see because if you just see the names on paper, it's like this could be the best team in the tournament.
Yeah. It's so good.
Dude, they're like Spurs.
I think they have much better quality than Spurs.
No, I know, but in terms of like you mentioned earlier, right? They don't want the ball. It's like, why would you not want the fucking ball? You have more talent than every team but like 2.
Yeah.
And they play like they're fucking 13th in the table kind of style. It's insane.
But yeah, McKennie does have a ton of goals for US. And qualifying and all that shit I was looking up earlier is 8 goals in 1,700 minutes. Basically half a goal a game and 4 assists.
Yeah, but how many of those were against fucking Trinidad and Tobago?
I don't know. Looking
all
back,
goals
it's like Honduras, Mexico, Cuba, Jamaica.
We are where we are. We can't do anything.
Yeah,
But we're not Australia.
Oh my God. Okay,
and he's so cheap too. He's 5.
Yeah.
But I don't know. England picks like we have Trips in the team. I don't fucking know, dude. They're all like good in air quotes.
Well, Shaw's good. He's 5. They don't have another left back on the team.
Should start. Kane's always good. They win pens, whatever. But like, we're not getting any of these players, so I don't care and don't want to talk about any.
Okay, let's go to Group C. Yeah, 1,000,000% fair. Trips is like our fucking mascot. I think we have to have Trips.
Yeah, we all love him.
I love him. Great player.
And Walker is still hurt, even though he was named. Is that like?
No, I think he's healthy now.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
He's going.
No, I know, but sometimes they like Varane was picked. Like sometimes they do that because they think like, okay, well maybe if we make it to like the quarters, he might be healthy. Kind of,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I saw today that he's training. He's like, I mean, maybe he's not fully recovered, but he's going and he's going to play at some point.
So we need to figure that out
for City. Yeah, because Trips is not a pick if Walker's healthy.
Right.
I mean, he could play right-sided center
I also
back and
don't
trips to Stoli.
know-
I mean, that's sketchy.
They also sometimes have been playing 4-2-3-1, not his normal
Yeah.
shit.
What is he going to do? Who's going to play right-sided center? Is he really going to play Maguire
Dude.
Stones?
He's fire. He could do anything.
Probably. I mean, I don't know.
So do you think we should just put Shaw
Yeah, maybe Shaw's safer.
safer?
Sad.
He's
We'll
so
play
much
with that
worse
later.
at
Yeah.
everything.
I
Less-
mean,
way less
obviously,
fun.
that's.
I
no,
mean,
that's
I think
obvious,
with it,
but
it's the same
minutes are
thing with
fun.
the Netherlands. It's like we're going to know way more in like 4 days.
Yeah, that's the hard thing. When we pod again on Thursday, hopefully they'll have the fucking squads updated by then. So there's actually players. to
That's
pick.
a
So you can click
wishful.
the guy.
That's
so
a
you
wishful
can
thought.
Put in the guy. God, this fucking game. When are we going to make our own game? Let's talk about Group C.
But wait, hang on. Before we do,
Okay.
I mean, we've been both really into Bale.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk? Go ahead.
I mean, we've just had him for a while. He's fucking cheap. He bangs for fun. The famous like Mike Goodmanism is like, you know, I'm in full support of Bale retiring from the club game to focus on the national game. I mean, he just does what he wants. Even in club, whenever he plays, he still dongs for fun. And yeah, he's a monster for Wales. He's on everything. He's center of everything. He takes every free kick, every corner, pen, whatever. Always scores every tournament. Wales overperforms every tournament for the last like 6 years. Just seems like crazy that he's 8. I mean, I think he could be like 9-5, and I'd still be like, yeah, pretty good pick. Yeah, none of these. All the games suck, but like, you know, he has USA and Iran first 2, like very winnable games for Wales. They'll be going into those being like, we can get out of the group. We can get 4 points from these and like get out of the group. And Bale's the guy to do it.
Yeah, and
I mean, he just scores all their goals.
Yeah, and I think it does also really favor him in that the England game comes third. You know, that the first 2 are the good ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good, I think he's a good pick.
I mean, for most players, I feel like I'm focusing mostly on the first 2 fixtures more than the third. Because I'm like, yeah, you know, we'll make transfers, we'll do stuff, you know. And the third is weird.
It's a good
because,
wild card week, too.
Yeah, we don't know who's going to have stuff to play for, who's playing backups, like whatever. So we'll know a lot more by match day 3. So
Okay. Group C.
Group C, I mean, Argentina, a lot of smart people picking them to win the tournament. Nate loves them.
Love it.
Who do you have?
Let's hear it, Nate.
Yeah, who do you have from Argentina on your team?
Well,
yeah.
but, I mean, their problem has always been in the past the coaching and the morale, the camaraderie. There was infighting. No one, you know.
Yeah, they hate each other.
Aguero and Messi couldn't play together, all that shit. From what I've been hearing is they're actually a team now. They're like doing trips together. They fucking celebrate together. They love each other. The coach is good. Everyone's happy. And with the talent they have, it's like, I feel like this is their time to finally put it together. And Messi is in a role where they're not fully dependent on him. They have so much talent that he can be more of a facilitator. And he's also in amazing form.
Yeah.
He's going to be playing behind Lautaro and who else?
I mean,
I don't know.
I thought it was just Lautaro. Yeah, I don't really know their exact 11.
But basically, he's got forwards in front of him that can do the running for him if he really can't. But I think he can anyway. But
he can as long as he doesn't have to fucking come out of the third. I mean, in the way that they carry him, right? And they can because they have good enough players.
Yeah. I think they're good enough, and he's still one of the best players in the world.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And Lautaro is also the best striker in Serie A, I think. I don't really watch it, but that's what I hear. And
He
I feel
certainly
like
scores a lot.
Yeah, I feel like he's a golden.
He's
golden boot.
unbelievable.
He's so good. Like when
He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
When the Kane to City shit was happening, I remember there being rumors that like, oh, Spurs are going for Lautaro. And I was like, oh my God.
Scared off my ass.
I was like, that is so good.
He would never go to Spurs.
Why? I don't know, man. They offer the
Dude,
right amount of money.
he's winning trophies in Italy. He's so much better than that.
Yeah. Well, regardless, maybe he wants to rejoin Conte or something. But yeah, he's really fucking good. And I don't know if Messi's going to play like up top or behind him, or if they're going to play 2 forwards. You know, are they going to play?
Di Maria is not fully fit.
Alvarez,
right?
or like But regardless, both those two players are amazing. They have a lot of talent to choose from.
They also have Papu Gomez, who can do that Messi role. Like, if he can't make it 90 minutes, here's another amazing player who can do basically the same thing.
And they're also playing Saudi Arabia and Mexico.
And the group is just fucking
so they
joke.
should just
a bad Mexico.
Walk in the park for them.
This is probably the weakest Mexico in the world.
Yeah, weakest Mexico in our lifetime. Yeah.
Yeah, usually they're a little dark horsey where they surprise and this is a bad Mexico team. Yeah. And South Korea is a fucking joke.
What?
Is it South Korea? No,
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
That's what I meant.
I thought we lost you there for a second.
Don't forget it's a kingdom, bro. Starts with a K.
I saw the K. I was like, Korea.
Okay, Korea.
Not Korea, South Arabia.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a walk in the park. And, Poland, traditionally, we stay away from Poland, but they're like a difficult fixture-ish, but they're third. So it just like felt perfectly for Argentina, especially for fantasy. It's like first 2 games, walk in the park, dominate, 2-0, 3-0, whatever, something like that. And then, they don't even have to play the Poland game potentially.
Even Poland, I mean, Szczesny's still good, but I think Glick is still playing and it's like their captain.
Crazy.
And he's like, can't fucking move and he's 36 or whatever.
Crazy.
Like, they're not an amazing defense either. I mean, they have a pretty good.
Yeah, but they do park.
Oh, yeah.
Poland. They do know how to park.
But Argentina can play through a team like that. If they have
you would think so.
I don't know. I mean, I think the whole World Cup could be extremely low score.
Yeah.
Well, they typically are.
Yeah. I mean, the internationals are, but I mean, this could be every game could be 1-0 or 1-1.
Sure.
So I wouldn't be shocked to that. But it's still every fixture is good, I think, for Argentina.
Yeah, we're on Tagliafico and Lautaro right now. I think both are just fantastic picks. I guess the only way with Lautaro is like sometimes he subs off early and, fine. But like in terms of just goal scoring, shots on target, you get that little bonus points. Like he should be a machine.
Did they call up Julian Alvarez?
Really cheap. I think they did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So they've got some depth, seriously.
Yeah, I mean...
and that is an issue with Lautaro.
It is.
Because, like, you do want your players to be playing 90, ideally, right? And, he can just blow hot and cold and, not look good, and he's someone you sub, like, versus with Messi, like, he's not getting subbed any.
Yeah. And it's just hard with Messi. I mean, we don't know the captaincy rules, but, like, France plays on the same day. And it's just really easy to captain Mbappe. He's fucking against Australia. And it's just like, and there's no like French 8 million forward option who's good. Argentina.
We'll get to it. Yeah. Well, actually, they're next. Yeah. Should we just roll into it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not picking anyone from Mexico, Poland, or Saudi Arabia. So.
Is there, I did want to touch on Poland for one moment and just mention Zielinski because he's been, I think when we last played international games, he was playing more like 6-y.
Yeah.
And now I think he's, in Italy, he's playing a little bit more advanced. And, I mean, he gets up there. He scores some goals for Napoli, right?
Yep.
Is there a pick there?
Yeah. We were talking about him earlier.
Yep.
Not sure it's worth it, but
yeah.
I mean, we need the cheaper mids. Like the way I've looked at my team, there's going to be holes where I need a 6 million guy.
I mean, it feels like FPL in that way, right? Like traditional FPL season is like build the team and I have to pick like 2-6-5 mids. And I'm like, these guys kind of fucking suck. Maybe one of them pops off, maybe not. But yeah, I mean, Poland has the benefit that Argentina has of like, they play Argentina last. So like they could easily win 2 games out of nowhere and just, get knocked out later.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked at their team.
And the group could be wrapped up by that game anyway.
Yeah. The fraud is 10 mil. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's not a pick. But it wouldn't be out of nowhere. I mean, they're going to be favored against Mexico and KSA.
Heavy favorite.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia, formerly known as South Korea. So
I always like
Kingdom
the Milkman.
Of South Korea.
Milkman's always good.
Well, he's like never fit for their tournaments. Is he actually fit? He's going to be playing.
No idea if he plays for them. I feel like I haven't seen him in a long time. but
Don't they have
I like him.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Is Matty Cash starting for them?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Matt
nailed
is
on starter.
I kind of love that.
Yeah.
How much is he?
He's $4 million.
$4 million.
Matty Kashinsky.
I really didn't want to go.
It's a good pick.
Cash to cash, but I think we kind of. That's a really good pick.
No Dumfries. You got to do something with that hole.
Yeah, Mexico and Kingdom of South Korea, Kingdom of South Arabia. Yeah. I mean, that's just a really good pick. Just a fucking really good pick. You like that name?
It's good.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. This is just a mess of a pod, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every second of it. I'm losing my voice.
Well, the other thing too about that is like, it is a good strategy, I think, in the game to kind of target those first two fixtures to dead end into maybe wild card in game week 3.
Yep. There's no like free hit, right? What are the chips?
No, there's no free hit.
Yeah.
I'm not opening the rules page up, but there is no free hit.
The boosters, I think they call them. Yeah, booster. Dude.
Yeah,
they're pretty.
But it's
useless.
like, and just just to go through like the other aspect of why that's good is right. You pick players on France and fucking Spain, and they win the first 2 games. A lot of times, they just make 7 changes for that third game, and you're sitting there with your players. You're just you hope they start, but it's a dead rubber, so they might not. So that's like just another big aspect to these types of games where
6 points, 1 point. It could be over after for Group C, and then there's unbalanced.
There's also just like conversely teams where like we were talking about, Nate and I were talking about Senegal earlier, and it's like I'm kind of interested, but like they have Netherlands first, so like they're just not picks. But like maybe by the time it's the third game, and depending on the group situation, it's like these teams that we didn't even consider earlier, it's like now they're picks.
Yeah,
right. And we learned something about, they're playing Ecuador. Like, actually, they're fucking terrible.
Yeah, right.
And we didn't know this and this and this. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Matty Cash is a good pick. God damn it.
Group D.
We're just in that world.
We might have him.
We might have
He
him
might already be in my
Just
team.
start preparing.
Yeah.
I might have already clicked the button.
No, I'm prepared.
Right.
Group D, I mean, it's France. So France and Denmark. I mean, it's a very
interesting group.
Very like the top 2 are fucking done. It's just not like not sure which order, I guess.
But it's going to be a highlight, I think, to watch.
Hang on. I don't agree with that. I think Tunisia is a little dark horsey. I think they could beat Denmark.
What?
Are they good?
Yeah.
Who's good on Tunisia?
I don't know. I feel like Denmark gets a lot of cred from the Euro stuff, but Tunisia's like
they get cred because they were good in a major tournament, and they still are. All the players are better now, if anything.
And the manager's really good.
I'm just saying.
I mean, Wabi Cosby.
Wabi. He's not even going to start.
Yeah, I know.
And he's the
I
only
definitely had him in FPL, by the way. Yeah, at some point.
Definitely. 100%.
Years
on
ago.
Sunderland.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm calling a Tunisia dark horse here, upset potentially.
Okay, because I like Denmark, and I think they're really good. So I don't think that that's going to happen. I think it's an easy France-Denmark, maybe Denmark-France. Yeah, I mean, what are we looking at? Australia, Nate, you saw something that Australia were like very open.
Yeah, they're basically a really bad. They're like Leeds to me. They're very pressy, but bad. Essentially, it's all you need to know.
So they're a bad Leeds.
Like they're gonna run their ass off. They might score a couple goals, but they're gonna give up goals. They're an anomaly in this tournament. Every other shitty team is gonna sit back, park, defend, and be hard to beat. And Australia is gonna try to have some fun, which I respect.
I do respect.
But Japan that sort of Japan falls into that category, right?
I don't think so. I think they're way more organized. They're way better defensive.
Well, are they more organized in terms of like they press better because their players are better, but they go at the opponents, right?
Oh yeah, but they're also more disciplined. Like
they're not bad.
They're not bad. That was the key part of it.
Yeah, the key part is they're not bad.
Yeah. No, because it was they do and they're bad.
Yeah,
was the Australian thing.
I forget which preview I was reading was relating it to Liverpool, and I was like, it's definitely Leeds to me because Leeds do this and then have really shitty defenders.
Well, maybe it's this season, Liverpool. Gotcha.
You might be on to
but yeah,
something.
Mbappe, France, whatever. First game, Australia.
Yeah,
I mean,
you have to target that.
It's gonna be insane, dude. I mean, they could just run wild
So
in that game.
We're falling in already. I thought we were gonna go no Mbappe.
Don't know. I don't know where the fuck we're gonna end up, but.
Well, I had Luis Suarez in, and now we don't have him anymore, so I'm upset.
Well, I don't even know if he's gonna play. I haven't seen him run in years.
Have you looked at the last? We'll wait till we actually get to Uruguay.
They just rotate like Cavani, Suarez, Darwin, mess.
No clue what they're gonna do.
Yeah, so who knows what the fuck. But France are obviously still good, but they're they don't, no Conte, no Pogba, which are so good for them in an international tournament. So that's a little weird. There is some change. The fullbacks are still kind of weird. But Benz and Mbappe,
they're not that the fullbacks aren't amazing, but they're going to be good players.
Yeah, and they're going to be
to
Australia.
Yeah, you have no good players.
Oh, totally. I'm just saying,
except for Aaron Moy.
It's like going into the Euros and Moy. And going to the Euros and World Cup, it was like France are the best team.
Yeah,
and that's they're an elite team. But I'm not going into this they're going to dominate everyone.
I don't think they're necessarily going to have 9 points, but they are going to score a shitload of goals.
Yes, I agree with that.
Against Australia. It's the main thing.
No Conte Pogba is really big.
They have Guendouzi, though.
Can't believe he's called up. He's not in the game. Prove it.
I don't know, but I think I'm a little bit more bullish than you guys. I think on France. I mean, I think they're definitely a top 3, top 5, contender. They win the World Cup. Yeah, of course.
I could see them losing to Denmark.
Yeah,
they're not going to be perfect. I don't think. I mean, they still have Tchouameni and Camavinga.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Amazing.
They're young. They're
really young.
They are. Yeah, they don't have that experience. The tournament experience.
Yeah,
and we don't know for fantasy wise. We don't know exactly what's going to happen up top with Mbappe. It's Benzema if he's fit, but he's still not 100%. I think
it just doesn't matter though, does it?
Well, it
matter in terms of what? If you want to pick the player,
they're all great. Who plays, who doesn't play. They're going to roll this group.
No, yeah, I'm talking about selecting
for
a player that's potentially not going to play.
Yeah. No, of course. Yeah, sure.
I mean,
but who's picking Benzema over Mbappe? That's insane. They're the same price.
I don't know. Pens? No, he's 0.5 cheaper.
Nobody.
I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I like him more.
I think they should. I think Benzema was mispriced. I mean, I think he should have been 10.
Yeah.
So that is a question.
You should have been able to front load and get both. I feel like that should have been more achievable, but as a strategy.
Benzema's pretty fucking good, guys. I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy. There's many worlds where he outscores Mbappe.
Yeah. What's going to be the most interesting thing is who's the third guy up there.
Yeah, that if we knew that could
Griezmann?
be a fantasy pick.
Well, Griezmann, I think it's not. He just hasn't been playing that much. I don't know what his deal is with. He's Atletico.
Isn't he still doing that contract thing where they don't want to play him because of the things?
Yeah, he's got all sorts of weird ass drama going on. Dembele, I feel like it should be Ousmane Dembele.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
What? The Barcelona guy?
Yeah.
The fuck?
He's really
good.
He's incredible. Yeah. Yeah, he just dominates Europe. Yeah.
Oh my god!
But between him,
the Barca that couldn't get out of their fucking group in Champions League.
Come on, they're all
Griezmann and Kunku. Yeah, they've got 4 guys for that one spot.
You're telling me that Ousmane Dembele is better than Nkunku, Griezmann, and Coman.
Well,
you would start him over those
for
2 players?
Sure.
I think he's better than Coman. Griezmann, I think should start if he can, but I don't know what the fuck.
I don't even know if he should start. I feel like he hasn't been good in years. But anyway, if we figure out who that third person is, they could be a pick.
Denmark.
As of now, I don't know. A defender's good though. On France, we didn't talk about any of their defenders, but they're still a fucking bus.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
There's no good cheap guy with really good attacking threat. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Hernandez
shouldn't it be Theo Hernandez? Is he nailed?
He's not in the game.
Not in the game.
I think he's nailed. He's not in the game.
I guess he's not nailed.
So he could be 8 million.
If he's not in the game, he's not fucking nailed. Nailed means he starts every game in your fantasy team.
Yeah, he physically cannot be nailed. I mean, that would be the pick, I think.
Yeah, depending.
If he's 6 million,
price. All depends on price. Yeah.
Yeah, if he's 6 million, I mean that's a contender for best.
That's
6 million
one of your elite
defender in the game.
Yeah, could be Dumfries straight.
But there is an issue though that they played Denmark second. Like of these top teams, like we're talking about Argentina.
No,
right? Like these are teams that they walk every game as a fucking. That's a tough game, you know.
Yeah. Like Belgium, we'll get to them later. They have Canada, Morocco.
Yeah.
Like it's just not the same. But yeah, Denmark.
So let's talk about Denmark.
Similarly, they have France second, so it really sucks. Like we have 2 Danish players in our team right now. We have Eriksson and fucking Miley Cyrus, Joaquin Miley.
What about the goalkeeper?
What about him? There is none.
Not in the game.
There's none in the game.
They don't have a goalkeeper.
This whole episode is like trolling each other to like click the button and see what's there. It's like, no, open the fucking box. What's in the box?
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to keep.
It's not ahead.
It's not ahead. It's actually sorry. There are no players matching your filter. Okay, good job by you. But yeah, I mean, I want Danish players. I want Damsgaard. I want Eriksson. I want Miley. I want more guys. I think they're really good and they're cheap. But France second does fucking suck because I don't expect any points in that game from anyone.
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't know what to do with that.
They're pretty cheap though.
Eriksson's cheap.
8.
Eriksson's not that cheap.
Oh, I wasn't ever looking at Eric.
Yeah. We have Eriksson on our team.
I think Damsgaard and Mæhle are both really good picks.
Yeah. It's probably worth saving 2 million on Eriksson, but I do like Eriksson.
I don't think it's worth saving 2 million at all.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, Eriksson fucking shat points in the last.
Yeah, he was a
last
monster.
thing. I mean, he's on all the set pieces, he's on pens. He does, especially with this key pass thing, is a huge deal for him.
Yeah.
I think he had 8 million. Is like one of the best picks in the game. By
no, I mean he's a great pick. Damsgaard, starting the front 3, good player, but he does get subbed really early a lot.
Yeah,
and he'll end up with 0 points.
Yeah, yeah. If we read the rules correctly, he could be the 0 point merchant.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, nothing to say about the other team. Good on that.
So let's go over the next group. We have Germany, Japan, Spain, and Costa Rica.
Tough group.
This is a fun one.
It's fun. Yeah, definitely fun. Probably anything could happen.
Probably most fun group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough for
what do we got here?
Yeah, tough for fantasy.
Yeah, well, Germany, I was looking at, we had Sane and a tinker. He might find his way back in. But
they have a lot of injuries.
Yeah, and they're also just...
Oh, you took Sane out. That's who's been missing.
Yes, sir.
Fucker.
It's just Japan, Spain, that's just...
They're all good.
Yeah, that's not the 1-2 fixture combo that I want to buy, like put 9 million into. I just don't like those. I just don't know what to expect from Germany. It's like, obviously they're talented.
I don't think anyone does.
Flick is good, but like, where are they in the spectrum of like, world ranking? I can't put my finger.
So, like, I actually really believe in Flick.
Yeah,
I think Flick. He's a really good manager.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know that this like iteration of Germany is kind of a blending of the young and the old and the new kind of thing.
The youths.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The youths. But I just feel like they're still like really good. I don't know. I mean, the defense is concerning because the actual individual players in defense are not what we're used to from Germany with like, Hummel's gone and things like that. But they still have so much quality. I just feel like they're getting like written off. I feel like they're getting written off and it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, Spain, sure, they control the ball a lot, but we just watched them play in the Euros. They barely score a goal. They fucking have 80. I mean, this is a Braj team, right? I mean, they have 80% possession with no chance creation.
Yeah.
So, Germany walking out of this group with 7 points, I could see that like very easily.
Yeah. Yeah. Too bad Neuer.
And I like
Neuer's
Sane. I mean, I do. Yeah, well, we don't need Neuer. It's not important. But, I mean, Musiala's 8, Sane's 9. Goretzka's 7. I mean, that might be a pick. Goretzka, if he's playing. I don't know enough yet about like what is really, but like at 7, he's kind of changed himself to be over the last few years of what kind of player he is.
I really like him.
Key passes and tackles and he could get everything. He could do all those things.
Yeah, he could.
There just aren't that many 7 million picks.
He's the Sean Marion of Fantasy World Cup.
Oh my God, I love that.
Oh my God, I love that. I need to look more into them and see what they've been doing lately and stuff like that. What do you think about Germany?
Very little. I mean,
yeah,
I didn't even realize they had those 2 big injuries with Royce and Werner out.
Yeah.
So what are they doing up top?
Excuse me, that's only one big injury. Werner is not an injury. It doesn't matter.
Rude.
Addition by subtraction.
No, he's good everywhere except in England. So. I don't know. They have Kai, they have Gnabry, they have Müller,
Sané. I mean, it's pretty sick.
And they have Müller behind them.
I mean, Kimmich and Musiala are both really good. I don't know what to. I haven't really watched them in a while.
That's just a fact.
But
their roster's fucking stacked. But yeah,
I think
how
Spain
they all
is
come
too.
together, I don't know. Yeah, Spain has the one big hole of like actual goal scorer.
But they should dominate. I mean, I like Spain defense for fantasy.
Yeah,
I just don't know if it's worth the price.
Yeah, they're really expensive.
Spain have no goals.
Alonso's in the game. Yeah, I know. It's going to be the same.
They have no,
Morata,
same
Olmo, Freiron, like
almost injured.
Just trying to find a goal from any of these. I think Fati could be interesting if he's the guy, but I don't even know if he's fit. I feel like he's never fit. But like he is fit, probably the best goal scorer out of all of this like group of like 6 wingers basically that they have, and Morata. He's probably the best goal scorer.
But I mean, this is a huge issue for a team fundamentally when you're looking at group stage. Like, how do you not get out of group is like you can't find goals.
You can't score.
Spain, they're very, very fortunate to be able to play Costa Rica first.
Yep.
Because, that Japan game could be tough for them.
That's tough.
And,
I think the Costa
Germany,
Rica game could be tough for them.
Yeah, I mean, what we learned in Euros, again, I'm repeating myself, is that every game is kind of tough for them.
Yeah.
Fucking Sweden's tough for them. Fucking Hungary's tough for them. Sure. Like it's, they just, so that's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty like, I looked at the Spain fantasy options. I don't see a pick anywhere there.
I like Asensio. He's kind of the only one.
How much is he?
8,
but isn't that like another option that might just get kind of rotated or subbed early if he's not playing well? Like,
I mean, he's kind of the guy in the best form for them right now in terms of the forwards, like the wingers.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, his competition is
it's fucking expensive.
It is.
He's 8.5,
but on one of the best teams in the tournament, it's not that bad.
They kind of just like blanket priced all these guys around the same because they're like, if any of these 3 pop off and start well, then they should be expensive.
And that 7 could be amazing.
Yeah, it could be amazing if he's hot.
False 9, he gets hot. Yeah.
But like, out the gate, I don't know.
I think Pedri is overpriced like a lot.
Yeah, he's very overpriced for his role. But
I like the goal. I like having a goalkeeper or one of the center backs, but it's.
Yeah,
they're expensive.
The goalkeeper's $6 million, isn't he?
5.5.
How much was the fucking guy?
5.5.
So...
Yeah, I mean I think that's crazy.
What was that, Nate? Nate said 5.5.
Is Pepism?
Yeah.
I think we should touch on Japan because they do have a lot of interesting mid-price players, right?
Talk to me about them.
Well, I mean, it's difficult, I think. I mean, what I've been reading about Japan is there are actually a lot of different like iterations of their 11, and they have a lot of players like who are playing well or have played well for them who could step up. I mean, they have like Mitoma, who's new.
Love him.
They have Ito, who plays on the wing, who's listed as a forward in the game. They have Maeda. In midfield, they have, Taki Minamino, who we all know. Kamada, who's only 5'5". They just have a lot of options, but this is a team defensively. Probably nothing to write home about. They usually concede a couple, but these are there are going to be 1 or 2 players here who finish up probably in group stages with 18 points, and you're just like happy to have had them.
Yep.
I don't know which ones. Like it could be. I mean, I think we need to do, read a little bit as much as we can this week to find out if we can find out who's in favor.
Yeah.
But because the pricing is right, there is a player price to buy here, if not maybe even two.
Totally.
Kubo is good also.
Yep, Kubo's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've had Kamada, I think, in a lot of tinkers, and he's started up top for them a lot recently, and he's scoring goals and stuff. So
yeah. I mean, he's like almost
it seems great.
Yeah, and he's almost playing as a 9, as the most forward central presser or whatever. And I mean, and they play Germany and Costa Rica, so they play Spain, which is the best defense in the group by a lot.
Yeah,
last. So
that's true.
If you're looking at that aspect of yeah.
Yeah, Japan's interesting. Yeah, I need to read more about them, see what people think. Check with
Costa Rica is so annoying with Navas, dude. Though
why? Because they're just gonna.
Because he just fucking stops everything.
Yeah,
he has those. He just fucking makes 15 saves. He's like Super Saiyan.
They're gonna be not good, but they're gonna be hard to beat. I think.
How much is he?
Yeah.
Ooh,
he's 5.
He should be 4 or 5.
But no, but he has the perfect blend of worst team, concede a lot of shots, elite shot stopping magic combo. Out of double-digit haul potential, he's there. The only problem is
if he was 4 or 5,
the -1 for every goal conceded is a big problem. But
no, if he was 4 or 5, that's a pick.
If he was 4 or 5, I'd say he's nailed in our team almost. But yeah, 5. I don't know.
All right, next group.
Tough.
Marseille, Croatia, Belgium, Canada.
Marseille. Yeah. What's up with Belgium?
Yeah, they're
tell us.
Post.
I don't know what's up with them. Yeah, it's weird. We're cresting on the downward spiral of their golden generation here, but they should still be really good. It's just the worrying thing is their defenders are the exact same human beings.
Insane.
That started the last 4 World Cups.
Insane.
It's still going to be Toby and Vertonghen. It's a fucking joke.
Maybe Fosh gets in there.
Honestly, but Kevin might be one of the best picks in the game.
Yeah.
Based on all the shit we've talked about.
Kevin.
And their fixture. I really like targeting their fixture.
Yep.
Canada, Morocco.
And they have their tough game 3rd.
Yeah.
Yep.
Croatia 3rd. It's pretty favorable. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the key. That's I'm leaning into that so much because there's so much unknown. And I'm just well, we know Belgium are going to be ridiculously huge favorites against these first 2 teams. So feels pretty safe spending one of my premium slots on Kev. And we know his quality. Everyone knows his quality. Getting additional points for key passes, tackles. They always score a lot of goals. It's still a Bobby Martinez team. Great pick.
Yeah, I still like the attack. I don't know what they're doing at striker.
No idea.
Whatever it is, they're going to score some goals.
Eden Hazard's still listed as captain. What are they doing?
He could be captain.
What are we actually doing here?
You can't prove to me that he's not the captain.
Yeah, I'm the captain now. But yeah, Rom is cheap for Rom.
Yeah.
He's so cheap.
Hazard is cheap.
Oh
if
yeah,
he fucking plays.
Yeah,
either one, honestly.
Yeah,
has he been playing at all, Hazard?
Eden or
for Real?
No, he doesn't play.
The good, he doesn't play.
The good one. That's no longer the good one.
Yeah, the fat one or the good one. That's how
the big ass
that's
one.
The new the huge ass fat one or the good one. But no, he has 99 minutes this season.
That's not a lot. Yeah, this is for Kevin. Kevin, 11 million is an egregious price, but great pick.
Great pick.
I can't argue with
ticks every box imaginable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tackles, he key passes, he dongs.
Attacking team, Canada, Morocco, nailed.
Yeah.
Is there a Modric shout? Based on all this other
there's
shit?
A big shout. I'm also upset that he's out of our team alone.
Listen, I just
everything
fuck around.
that you
That's
did
how I research.
Me.
How I research is fuck around, and then I find out.
Fuck with my life and my world by fucking around.
Yes. So I fucked around, and but yeah, Modric, real pick. Perisic, real pick. It's also this is the old guy group.
Yeah,
it's post-prime Croatian players versus post-prime Belgian players. That's what we're looking at here. But yeah, they're they're still going to be good. And Canada and Morocco seems like a pretty fucking easy group.
I don't think Croatia will be nearly as good as they were in the Euro. They're still same guys. They're still pretty good. Brozovic is still great.
Yeah. Yeah, they still have good
Canada
guys.
is the big like unknown just because they've never been here.
They have a lot of like young, athletic, like pacey, work rate guys. I feel like they are going to be like naively exploited big time by just like passes in behind and like being pulled out of position, stuff like that. But I mean, Modric, I think is kind of like timeless still, right? Where he's, we know what he does for RM and it's just like whatever. But when he plays for Croatia, he doesn't have as much like defensive responsibilities, kind of, right? And he's like the key passes thing is a huge deal
and
for him. I feel like
he's a machine.
He tackles.
He never stops running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just like 4 points. Like he's going to get 4 points because of those two categories in the game.
Right.
Let alone like if he actually scores a goal or, gets an assist, like it's just like, it's hard for me to imagine. It's like I think about these rotational games where you start and swap players out of like your benchmark of like, getting 5 or 6 points to be able to not have to rotate when most players blank. That's how this game is.
Yeah.
Most players blank.
There's going to be fucking 0 pointers in this game.
Yeah. So when you get those free like extra points just because they're playing, even if their things don't come off, like that's a big deal, which is like, why I think, Eriksen or Modric, these kinds of players are really good picks. So I really like Modric a lot.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Perisic too. I mean, he should still be one of their wingers. Still good. He's going to score goals. Always plays well for them.
I'm feeling a little scarred by him. I've had him the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it hasn't been a fun FPL Perisic season, but
should have been. It could have been.
What could have been?
What could have been? Could have been a whole lot more.
But Nate, I cut you off a little bit about Canada. Nate, did you want to talk about them a little more?
Not really. I mean, they've got a few really good players. They did really well in qualifying, like outplayed Mexico and the U.S. by a lot. Yeah, I mean, you're right. They're a very athletic, exciting team. They've got some good guys up front, but yeah, it's just an unknown quantity. So they could just.
So what do you think about Dave? Like Davey is that 5 million defender, like playing wing. Is that?
Yeah, I
mean, they could concede 4, and that's -4 or whatever.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Given that the news of the rules,
that's the problem.
Otherwise, that's amazing. He's going to be basically left wing
on pens. Like he even plays up top for them sometimes. Yeah. Seems like he'd be a good pick, but they go Belgium, Croatia, Morocco. Just fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's really bad. I just don't think there's an option there. Meanwhile, my fucking dumbass is sitting here. I put Ziyech in the team who goes Croatia, Belgium, Canada. But,
you can always take him out of the team.
He'll be out. He'll be back in. He'll be out again. We'll see what happens.
That's how it works.
All right. Next group.
It's FPL, baby. Group G.
Brazil group.
Brazil. Everyone's like, they're like the chalk win the tournament pick.
Yeah.
Not really sure why, aside from they're good because they're always good. But I'm not sure they're like so much better than every other team. But everyone's picking them. They're really good. They'll walk the group. I mean, Cameroon.
So the group is Switzerland, Cameroon, Brazil, Serbia.
Yeah.
And Cameroon has 2 keepers in their entire squad list.
We can't even talk about them yet. We don't know who's.
They're
not going to have a team.
No one's nailed because
they can't field. They're 3 forfeits. 3 forfeits.
Yeah. So
Brazil goes Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. It just doesn't really matter their order. I mean, I like them for cleans. I like them for goals. I'm a big Neymar fan. I think he's a great fucking pick. Priced very reasonably.
Very reasonably.
Yeah, like being $1 million cheaper than Messi and Mbappe. I don't know. Great team. What else is there to say? A lot of great picks on a great team.
Yeah, I wish there was a midfield option.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like there will be. Unless Paqueta.
Like Paqueta, I
Yeah.
had my eye on him.
Yeah. The other thing I was thinking is like, I don't actually follow Brazil that closely, but like if Bruno G plays the attacking role, we know that he can do that.
I mean,
he can basically just
Casemiro's
do
playing
yeah,
DM, so they don't need him to do that as much. Yeah.
And they're gonna like dominate possession. And so like if
he's 8 million.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
We would have to be 100% sure that he's doing that, and obviously I'm not going to be 100% sure. So
I mean, that's the thing with them that's frustrating in the game and their pricing is that like there might be a pick, but other than Neymar, we just have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's
Vinicius being the same price is like such a joke.
Get out of here.
And
it's ridiculous.
And it's similar to the France situation. We don't know who the third guy is. It's probably Richarlison, but
yeah, I think it's Richarlison, but it could be Rafinha. Yeah.
Anthony.
And you don't want to have a slot. Yeah, you don't want to have these slot. Like that's another thing about the top teams when they have depth is like
at least
even
Anthony
if they
is
start
a mid,
the first
honestly.
game.
Yeah.
What's their back four? Danilo, Thiago Silva,
Marquinhos,
and Sandro.
I don't know. Yeah, I tell us maybe.
I
think
they've been.
Plays more
we were talking
4 or 5.
Yeah, no, but he's not like we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, they've been sort of rotating. Militao also plays right back. Sometimes it's like it's kind of a mess. Other than Tilv and like Marquinhos and shit.
Yeah.
Who are expensive options that they kind of pick like 3 from 4, 2 from 3, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the pricing tells you all you need to know there.
Yeah, it's there's just not many picks.
It's a little messy.
Because I would like to pick their guy. Is there anyone else in the group that you guys like? Like, do you have strong feelings on Switzerland? Or
I mean, we were talking about Serbia a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
They got some guys. Tadic, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mitrovic is hurt, but they have Vlahovic.
I mean, the team. I mean,
they have Milinkovic, Savic.
They could
love him.
They have SMS,
Kostic.
Vlahovic. They have some really good players.
Yeah, Kostic is great.
They
individuals
could be a little bit surprising.
Yeah,
but probably not against Brazil.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
first match Brazil is brutal.
The thing is, Switzerland's not that much worse than them either. They're always difficult.
Well, Switzerland's interesting because they always overperform based on the individuals that they have available. Kind of like their sum of the parts is greater than the whole, or whatever the opposite, whatever that is. They're always very defensive. They don't attack much, but they're a very defensive team, and they're good options there. They have really cheap defenders. It's just they have Brazil second. Serbia third. I think this group's actually really interesting.
It is. Yeah, it is because of who gets out second. But it
could be anyone.
It's really unlucky for Serbia and Switzerland because they could be in a group where they're the second best, clear second best.
Yeah.
And that is just unlucky for them because they,
Yeah.
And I don't really know much about Cameroon. Like, no, joking,
they only have 2 players. So how could we?
Joking aside about their only 2 players, I mean, they have some actual fucking good players.
Yeah, it's mostly attackers. I feel like I don't really know their mid. I mean, Zambo,
Choupo-Moting. Zambo's a god.
Yeah,
like I love Zambo. Who knows what he's gonna be? They have Bumo.
They have Zambona.
Yeah, they have Zambo. They have Bumo. They have Choupo-Moting.
Akambi, Abubakar.
Yeah. Like they have guys.
They've got
from Porto?
No.
Is that the Porto guy?
No.
Abubakar?
No, Vincent.
Who am I talking about?
Yeah, old Abubakar.
Oh my God. Showing my age.
But yeah, I don't know. They're not terrible. They're not like one of these teams where I'm like, none of their players play in Europe. Onana in the back. Like
they have Bumo?
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't a good team. I'm looking at the list.
It's definitely not the best Cameroon team.
No.
Yeah.
But they're not terrible. Yeah, I really don't think they're going to be terrible.
No, nobody on this
They should finish 4th in the group, though.
It's just hard with like teams like Switzerland and shit where it's like they try and win 1-0 every game. It's like they could just fucking get 1 point.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting group.
Should we all have Shaka though? I mean, 7 mil.
Is he playing fucking?
Dude, Chaka?
Is he crashing the
10
box
for Switzerland?
or is he playing?
He is always
DM?
incredible. He's always
he is good for Switzerland.
120% what he is.
Yeah,
for Arsenal.
And Shaq
Domestic.
Well, the same thing with Shaq.
And Shaq,
yeah,
too.
Shaq always is.
He puts on his Albania shoes and just becomes a different
fucking
guy.
eagle symbol. He's just fucking animal, this guy. We're probably going to run into him in Vegas, like on the way out.
Yeah.
Would not be surprised. He could get in trouble this World Cup for sure. He's a bad boy. Group H, Uruguay, Kingdom of South Korea.
Yeah, this was, I was really trying to find somebody on Uruguay here.
It's hard to find.
But it's hard to find.
I don't know who's going to play.
I had 3 in our team at one point.
Well, you had fucking Ronald McDonald, whatever his name is, Ronald Araujo. He's injured.
Yeah.
I had Godin.
Yeah,
he's also not nailed.
Yeah, I'm kind of down. Listen, I always love them, and this is going to be the first tournament where they don't have the old guy managing them, so it's going to be a different vibe. I don't really know what the vibe is.
I fucking love them. Dude.
Yeah, I'm with you, and we could end up with 1 or 2 in the team. I wouldn't be mad about that at all. I just don't know who. Nate's obsessed with this guy, Nicolas de la Cruz.
Obsessed. No,
Who is that?
I was just looking for like the 5 to 6 range mids. He's a guy that plays in Argentina. He's played a lot on the from the left for like left mid for Uruguay. Scores some goals, fun winger guy. I got to do more research. We got to scout him.
Yeah, we got to scout him. True. But yeah, I mean, Luisito, Darwin.
But I want someone on this day, on this match day.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know who starts. I really don't know who's going to start.
But at the same time, like, I feel like South Korea is not that bad.
They're not.
They're not that much worse than Uruguay.
They're not that bad. They're really
Korea?
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, I mean, Kim on Napoli is fucking sick.
One of their 8 Kims? Like...
Oh, well, the one that plays on Napoli.
Fuck them.
He's fucking sick. Dude, he literally starts for Napoli. He's like really, really good. Yeah, and they have other guys. They have a lot of guys in Germany. Obviously, Son. They're not terrible.
With his broken eye.
Yeah, he's gonna probably wear the like Batman mask or whatever.
Well, let's touch on Portugal. Well, I mean, Ghana is very bussy, very defensive. Portugal also very bussy, very defensive. I mean, this is a tricky group to find goals, I think, out of. But let's talk about Portugal for a second. They have Ghana, Uruguay, and then the Republic Kingdom of Korea. Who are the picks in this team?
Leao.
Portugal.
Yeah, I mean, I was like jumped to see what the price of Leao is, and he's not.
You should check what price he is.
Yeah. Otherwise,
so that's a TBD. Otherwise, is there nothing?
I mean, maybe Bruno, but he's 9'5". What are we talking about? They're so defensive and nightmarish, but so I don't really see that much. I mean, if it could be like,
Bilv is 9.
That's way too much.
Yeah. Well, the defense. I mean,
the bottom. What you said is like we should have defender representation from like teams in this group, basically. Yeah. It seems like very low scoring, boring group.
They're not. There's no good guy priced here. It's like is Pepe might be like.
Isn't he out?
What
their center back?
What about Guerrero?
Well, they have Nuno Mendes, the PSG guy. It's like either of them could play.
Yeah,
and Dallo.
Well, he's on the right. I mean, maybe Dallo's a pick, but no. And they have Joao. So I mean, someone's can't. I mean, they can't all play.
They have a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, Guerrero's so good. I don't know.
I mean, I would imagine Cancelo's playing on the right? Yeah. And one of these, I mean, Dallas.
That's what I would think. Yeah.
Yeah. But Mendes is good too, dude. He's really good.
Yeah. I haven't watched him that much. So, defenders from them, maybe a defender from Uruguay. I don't know. It made.
Yeah. Because we were talking about Kudus.
Yeah, I was just about to
They don't score. They don't score.
They don't score, and they're up against tough defensive.
Yeah, it seems bad.
Yeah,
their Portugal's last Nations League game was Mendes and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Dias and Danilo Pereira.
Yeah,
Danilo Pereira, right? The other PSG guy's been playing. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. There's just no good guy, no guy there priced to buy really in defense.
Yeah, last friendly for Uruguay was Darwin and Luisito up top.
But if you scroll through all their last games, it's literally a complete different team.
Dude, you're fucking insane if you think Luis Suarez is not playing these games.
Yeah, I mean, Luisito and Darwin started the game before that too. I'm talking friendlies, the most recent games. But yeah, I mean, Suarez is like their fucking flag bearer. Best player probably
we are having
history.
We are having.
I love him so much. You know, I love him so much.
This is our last chance to have him.
I can't really
in any fantasy game.
I can't deny it.
Yeah, dude, he's going to be in our team.
Yeah, I just don't know who
I'll just make the change. If you don't want him, I'll just make the change.
I don't know who we're dropping.
We'll figure it out. It's Mbappe.
That's the hardest part about this game is like I'm going through like a cycle of shit. I'm just like, oh, drop this guy, drop this guy. Wait, I don't have this guy and this guy anymore. And then it happens over and over again the more we think about it and talk about it. Oh my God. That's a pod. That was a lot of action. Yeah, I mean, there's questions, but I think we might just have to defer them to the Thursday pod because I'm losing my voice.
Yeah, I think that's
and
it's just I think that's good.
Okay, there's.
We're also running on him. Go for it.
What are we running on?
We're running late.
Oh no, we're good. Yeah, let me slap asses, dude. What did I miss?
You're not supposed to respond.
I don't fucking care, dude.
All right.
I'm in a studio. I got my boys right here.
We got a message in the headphones.
What am I supposed to do? He doesn't just fucking keep talking?
Yeah, just keep going.
Dude,
that's what the EP is for.
If Brian wants to talk to me, I'm going to talk back to him. He's a good guy. He responds so fast to every email. It's insane. All right, let me slap asses. New Patreon signups. We had Joseph Stern, Set for Sale Assists, and Mickey Del Buono. Slap the ass, get in there, baby. Thank you for signing up in this tough time where we're losing Patreons every day.
In this economy.
Tough economy. All the money is falling over the Qatar thing. Nate, any last words?
See you tomorrow.
Walsh, any last words?
Oh my God, that was beautiful, Nate.
He actually listens to us. It's so good to know. All right.
I love you, Nate.
Check us out at FMLFPL.com. Follow us on Twitter and FMLFPL Sports, Patreon.com/FMLFPL. Subscribe, rate, review, cheers!